Tip of the tongue, teeth, and the lips. Clapping is a good thing. The fiery fox ran over the randy dog. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is your Sundays at 6. And I'm gonna start things off with some playing, but I want to know how you guys are doing. I'll maybe wait for a few people to get in. Melody's on here, Cindy's on here. Hey, hey. Elizabeth's on. Hey, Sean, what's up? Um, yeah, it's been a very good day. It was not crazy cold, and got to play a lot of guitar and enjoy the Sunday. Um, and as all mornings, I got to feel some Kicky McKickersons from the Tum Tum, and that was definitely it's always the coolest thing for my waking up. Makes every day kind of start with with a really cool bang. But yeah, um, this is your Sunday at 6. I'm gonna play a few tunes, and I'm sure the boys. Oh, I can see them in the chat. The boys are on. Yes, yes. Mike's on. B's on. Um, but yeah, there's maybe some in the list tonight that you guys don't know very well, or maybe even don't know at all. But you will. Hey, hey, Jen's on. Yes, she knows the kicking that I speak of. Probably a lot better than me. But anyways, this first tune is called Nothing. Let's sit and talk it out. I can't believe you wasted so much time. So much time. So much to think about. But all we ever seem to do is fight. This can't be right. The end is near, and I swear, yeah, one of these days I'll walk away, and then you'll see that you are nothing, nothing without me. One of these days I'll walk away, and you'll find out you are nothing, nothing without me. You look so good tonight. Why can't we ever seem to get this right? Get this right. You've gone and wound me up so tight. I hope that this lasts for one more night. One more night. The end is near, and I swear, yeah, yeah, yeah. One of these days I'll walk away, and then you'll see you are nothing, nothing without me. One of these days I'll walk away, and you'll find out you are nothing, nothing without me. Yeah. Yeah. Think you got me figured out? You are all so wrong, oh so wrong. One of these days I'll walk away, and then you'll see that you are nothing, nothing without me. One of these days I'll walk away, and you'll find out you are nothing, nothing without me. Yeah! Yes, this next tune is definitely one. I'll say it's one of my favorite cover tunes, but it's also one of my favorite songs. Um, Originally, it's a Lead Belly tune. Um, but I will say every time I play this song, I end up having to ask like who the original was. But I've done that enough times that I finally figured out who it actually is. But it's a Lead Belly tune. Um, but I grew up knowing the Nirvana version. Um, the Live in New York Nirvana, I guess you could call it. I think it was MTV, um, Live Unplugged, and that was I think where I first saw it. But that's still to this day one of, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 different CDs, albums, what have you, that have always stayed on either my phone, in my car, like whatever method I had of listening to music. It was always one of those that made it in there. Um, and so yeah, that's uh, that's this tune. Where did you sleep last night? My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? Going where the cold wind blows. In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I will shiver the whole night through. Was hard working man, just about a mile from here. And his head was found in a driving wheel, but his body was never found. My girl, Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I'll shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? Going where the cold wind blows. In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I'll shiver the whole night through. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, the sun don't ever shine, and I shiver the whole night through. My God, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, when the sun don't shine, I shiver. And the pines, sun don't ever shine. Shiver, send the whole night through. To the night through. Thank you. Gotta try and find the comments and all the whatnot. Um, did okay, Mrs. yeah, that is Mrs. Hartzell. Kate is Mrs. Hartzell. But Sean, that's my aunt. Um, but yes, thank you guys very much for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is your Sundays at 6. Um, I got a few more songs to play. This one, I have to say, this is if I can, I guess, be somewhat objective. This is this is the first actual song that I ever wrote. And I had a band that we played it when I was in, I guess, grade 10, 11, maybe 12. I don't know. But we did play this song, but it's called All Alone. sit and think, can't see past my pain, can't try to explain the thing that I feel. You left me alone, all by myself, can't think by myself, can't think by myself. I don't believe you left me here. I'm all alone, I'm all alone. I don't believe you left me here. I'm all alone, I'm all alone. And I try to write, but I can't really speak. Tears fall all alone as I cry all alone. And times pass me by, could care less to say that I kept up with times after you went away. And I don't believe you left me here. I'm all alone, I'm all alone. I don't believe you left me here. I'm all alone, I'm all alone, all alone. Don't believe you left me here. I'm all alone, all alone. I don't believe left me here. I'm all alone, I'm all alone. I don't believe left me here. I'm all alone, I'm all alone, all alone. Don't believe you left me here. I'm all alone, I'm all alone. Don't believe you left me here. I'm all alone, all alone. All alone. I feel like I should be doing some kind of an ad for Coke Zero, considering I actually matched the can. Coke Zero. Um, you know, drink things that kind of taste like Coke and don't have a whole lot of sugar. That's my ad. Um, for those of you guys that have found the album, um, in whatever faction you found it, on Spotify, on YouTube, on Apple Music, Google Play. I'm trying to get all these right. Um, thank you guys very much for listening, and some of these tunes you'll definitely recognize, and the ones that you don't, hopefully we get recorded. You guys can recognize them in the future. But again, thank you guys very much for streaming, sharing, everything. It makes a big difference. Another late night staring at your picture, all the memories laughing over thought I'd see the day, I'll never see you again. You always took the time to make me feel wanted. That held me up anytime I'm falling. Never thought I'd see the day, I'll never see you again. I keep trying to heal the wounds, never letting go of you. Waiting for the time to take away the pain. Waiting for the time to take away the pain. Give anything to have you here. Give anything for one more minute. Waiting for the time to take away the pain. Every morning I keep thinking maybe you'd call. Give anything to hear you say anything at all. Never thought I'd see the day, I'll never see you again. I keep trying to heal wounds, never letting go of you. Waiting for the time to take away the pain. Waiting for the time to take away the pain. Give anything to have you here. Give anything for one more minute. Waiting for the time to take away the pain. No, I won't. So I won't. I'm waiting for the time to take away the pain. Waiting for the time to take away the pain. Give anything to have you here. Give anything for one more minute. Waiting for the time to take away the pain. Waiting for the time to take away the pain. I'm waiting for the time, oh, to take away the pain. Thank you guys very much. Once again, for those who haven't tuned in before, thank you. This is your Sundays at 6. We're on here every week. We definitely we play some tunes, we chat some chats, and we definitely tell some jokes. So yeah. This next tune is one that I wrote with another really good friend of mine. Um, I definitely I'd say that we call him, part of the Tense Machine family, just because he is a fantastic writer, and I think that I've played I've played quite a few of the tunes that we've written together, but this one I had the pleasure of sitting with Mike and his class at um, oh my gosh, how am I forgetting the college name? Mike, help me out in the comments. Anyways, it's a college. It's goodness gracious me. Anyways, I had the pleasure of getting to see Mike in James. All right, we'll keep it at that. But anyways, um, I got to see him in a different element, and so it was really cool. But we worked on this tune, and the class did amazing, and then my Centennial College. There we go. Thank you. I didn't want to say the wrong one, so I'm glad. Yes, I have pregnancy brain. I I I don't mind saying that because honestly, I feel like I definitely do. Um, I forget everything these days. Luckily, nothing that I have to bring home regarding comfort. Anyways, this song's called Squeeze for Me. Shot rang out, left me on the floor when I found out you were knocking on another door at 4 a.m. alone again, left for another man. Shot rang out, don't wanna do this all again, once again. Point that gun down my chest, hold the trigger and squeeze. Could you take that shot, put me out of my misery? 'Cause the one last kiss that you always miss when your aim was just for me. Won't you point that gun down my chest, hold the trigger and squeeze. Squeeze for me. Man now, the last round's closing in, I'm left without. As the chamber starts to spin, it's 4 a.m. I'm on again, left for another man. Shot rang out, don't wanna do this all again, once again. You point that gun down my chest, hold the trigger and squeeze. Could you take that shot, put me out of my misery? 'Cause the one last kiss that you always miss, that you gave was just for me. Won't you point that gun down my chest, hold the trigger and squeeze. Squeeze for me. Squeeze for me, oh, squeeze for me. Squeeze for me, yeah. Squeeze for me. Squeeze for me, oh, squeeze for me, yeah. Oh, won't you point that gun down my chest, hold the trigger and squeeze. Could you take that shot, put me out of my misery? 'Cause of one last kiss that you always miss when your aim was just for me. Won't you point that gun out, just hold the trigger and squeeze. Squeeze for me, yeah. Squeeze for me, oh, squeeze for me, yeah. Squeeze for me, yeah. Squeeze for me. Squeeze. chest or the trigger and squeeze. Thank you. So I saw it pop up. Jen said that that is definitely one of her favorites. So there was there was a sidled reason for me playing that a little bit, but so this is the last tune I'm going to play for this little set, and then I'm going to see where the boys are at and get them in here to chitty chat. But this one is on the album, so if you haven't got it, go find it on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Google Play. I'm trying to think of all the other stuff. It's probably other places that I don't even know. So if you just Tense Machine Echoes, you'll find it. The song's called "Don't Want to Fight." I'm so tired of all of your games. Why can't we just believe in the same things? Every time you look that way, I feel like we'll never be the same. Been here before. I could have walked away today. I should have thrown it all away. I could have done it all alone, but I don't wanna fight on my own. You always seem to know what to say to make me feel like I wanna stay. Been here before. I could have walked away today. I could have thrown it all away. I could have done it all alone. Maybe you're wrong, maybe you're right. Maybe they'll point to all the fights, but I don't care. And look at your eyes. I could have left it all today. I could have walked it away. I could have left it all today. I should have done it all away. I could have done it all alone, but I don't wanna fight on my own. my own. A shibby. B. Mike, where you boys at? I know there's somewhere. They're gonna play this little joke for a while. Oh, never mind.
Lost in screens
Wait,
and screens.
forgot
I'm
to put
all
my
on.
headphones in.
And mutes. Many mutes.
So many mutes.
That sounded wonderful, Dane.
How many
Yeah, it
how
sounded
many
great.
mutes do you rip on a daily? So many muty?
I had two.
So many muty?
I had one on StreamYard, another one on the mixer.
Yeah, I had two.
I was trying to go with the Fuji's thing.
It's a good selection of tunes tonight, Dane.
Thank you, sir. I definitely I went a little bit crazy with my selection.
I like Squeeze for me. In my head I kind of refer to it as like the Lemon song. It's like I kind of think of the Lemon song, and then I have to translate, be like, it's Squeeze for me. That's because Mike, you're like, I don't remember names of songs. I do. I just make up my own.
Well, I remember
Lemon
that
song.
one. There's like a lot of songs where I like don't really know what song that is, and then someone starts playing. Oh, I got that song. Yeah.
You just got to make up your own names.
Like Chris and I, when we wrote. Sorry, I'm just realizing that as I'm turning away from the microphone, I'm not very loud. When we were writing that song, we did struggle on the name because like anything other than Squeeze for me didn't make sense. But as we like,
But
even
you
as
tried.
even as we said Squeeze for me, we were like, yeah, we gotta find something else. Like we can't call a track Squeeze for me. It just,
I think you can.
I think you did.
It conjures.
I think it's done.
Well, I like it now, but at the same time, it conjured up. It's like Squeeze what?
I think it does intrigue the listener, pre-listening, what they're actually talking about.
They could think you're being a little tongue-in-cheek, so to say.
Or cheek and tongue, depending.
It's like
on,
putting "I won't" in front of a song title. It can really change what that song is about.
Yeah.
Well, and actually, that was one of the coolest things that I ever got back from Jen on a song, was she sent me a picture of a pile of laundry, and the song "I Won't Throw It Away" playing in the background. She's like, I might throw it away. I was like, yes, that. I've felt that looking at a pile of laundry as well. Actually, my biggest concern was the fact that the pile of laundry was not that big.
Compared to the usual pile of laundry?
Well, compared to a pile of laundry that I would deem, because this was early in the days of Dane and Jen, so it was before she realized how much mess I could actually make in a given day.
Before she got the full scope.
I don't know what you're talking about, Dan.
I clean messes. I do things.
I would say you had a method of cleaning your bunk in the van, and it would usually involve two hands pushing it against the far side.
Honestly, how
technically you
comfortable
cleared
did
off
that make
space.
It's a
that
good
pillow?
system. It works. It works.
It made that pillow so comfy. The only thing that I had to really be cautious of is like where the sweaty clothes went, because you cannot just like shove sweaty clothes. Well, at my caliber of sweatiness, you can't just shove those into a corner.
More of a
and think that
viscosity
something's
at that
gonna
point.
Yeah. At that point, you're dealing with a different kind of measurement altogether. You're not
viscous.
even. It's not even like large or small.
Make sure
It's like milliliters.
Make sure that
that point,
the drippings have the least amount of clothes to go through. After show.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into being a sweaty dude that people just don't realize.
Like real talk, like sweat on stage.
I
And
know,
it's
but
and
you guys are very compartmentalized about your sweating. Like,
if it's a competition, Dane, you do win.
I
You
sweat
do
a
win.
lot though.
I'm not trying to make it I wish
I'm
that
just
I sweat
saying. I'm
less
saying
than
you win.
anyone.
You win. But I'm just saying it's difficult on like day-to-day basis because like I always find it to keep like your sweaty clothes separate from like your other stuff because they like especially if it's warm, it's like things can get moldy like really quick.
No, you had to have and I would always that was my morning was like the sweaty stuff I would put out in the sunlight like on the front of the best part was having people walk by and like there I am in my liquor store pants and
or those pink jeans
or the pink jeans and a tank top.
They're purple
and I'm just
purple
I'm
whatever.
almost
They're purple.
I felt like a trailer park
Purple
boy.
pants.
I honestly I felt like Ricky because the second that you guys came out I had to take the clearing stick and I had to get all the stuff off the
What's
front.
this even doing here?
Man, those are the good kind of chicken fingers. $8. $8.
$8.
Come on.
Well, that's the thing with the clothes. I'd rather it smell and be dry than smell and still it's kind of
you don't want mold.
Before.
That's why the rubber floor in the van is key because you can, I mean, not literally go in there with a hose and hose it down, but it's a lot easier to clean. If there's no vacuuming or steam cleaning, you just wipe it off, whatever it will be. It's not as cozy.
You could honestly record a season of Dexter in the back of that van.
You could get
Dexter could do damage.
You could get a nice rug, Dane. That's what you could do. Or you could plastic wrap the seat if you're really worried about it.
I'm honestly I'm really not worried about it. I think that the good thing is we had a good system. Like everybody had their time of air drying. Okay, wait. No, sorry. I'm cutting off anyone that just started talking. I didn't see who it was. But Mike, I sent you guys the link, or maybe I just sent it to you. It was a link of this thing that you put in
I saw it,
sink
the sink.
Or a bathtub, and it like supersonically spins around in a weird way, and it washes your clothes.
It's up in your sink game laundry by like 100%.
Game changer on the road. It makes it fun. I'd put the clothes in there and I'd bring one of those fishing games that have the magnets on them. So I just throw those things in there and I'd just kind of fish. And most bathrooms, not to be, TMI, but like you could sit on the toilet and like play the fishing game while your clothes are being washed. Like honestly, the amount of activities you can get done.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
I didn't think of the fishing game.
It's a
yeah.
Well, and there's so many games. There's so many activities.
I normally when I'm waiting for the laundry to get done, I would just go back to work.
Okay, here was the party. And
I'm just saying.
You just pooped on that party.
I'm just saying. But it did look like a pretty good device to further explore for sink laundry.
Honestly, between that and a rice cooker, I could live in the backseat of a Honda Civic. No joke. Like rice cooker through the 12 volt on the battery. As long as you don't plug a laptop into a battery, apparently car batteries work forever.
What we should do is just get a generator for the back of the van, and let's run the exhaust out the back window.
No, you just where the trailer is, where the hitch meets up with the body of the trailer. You just take that tire off that we have, and then you put a generator right there. Strap it down.
Nobody needs another tire.
No, you need a generator so you can run a toaster oven.
I
make some pizza pockets.
Yeah, while we drive.
Give them the
Nothing. What could go wrong?
My mom gave me one of the coolest things because I think everybody should have a meat thermometer. Cooking, a meat thermometer for cooking your food. And for the longest time, Curtis Stone, excellent meat thermometer, digital, tells you different kind of meats. You can set it for like medium rare, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, my mom gave me this meat thermometer that you don't need batteries. But it's almost obscene how you have to get the thing to work. Because it's shaped, I don't know, it's shaped like a cucumber, and you have to do this to it to get it to work. Okay, that's as far as I'm gonna go with that.
I'm not there in life where I'm just checking the temperature of the meat all the time.
Seriously, though? You don't.
I just wing it. You know what? We got healthcare.
B? No.
Something goes south, they're just like, what is it? I don't know. It's undercooked pork or something.
Am I seriously the only one on here that uses a meat thermometer?
Well, I don't know if you need. You don't need it for tofu. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll try it. I'll see.
I
Out of
say
curiosity.
You eat some uncooked tofu, and you're gonna have some angry.
You're still
plant
eating
matter.
tofu. If you eat uncooked tofu,
Mm-hmm.
still tofu. I know we have a candy thermometer because we have a sweet tooth around here.
not.
We do. We
Okay,
do.
you're making fun of me for a
I'm
meat
not.
thermometer.
I'm not. I just.
But you
I-
have a candy thermometer.
Yeah. No. That being said, we do have a meat thermometer in one of the drawers, but it's like incredibly sharp, and it's just a matter of time for it to probably go through your hand when you're trying to get something. Like the
Well,
candy
and
thermometer.
imagine if you're doing this with it.
Don't do that with it.
You
don't-
have
that's
to make the one that I
Not
have work.
yeah, not the one we have because it's just got the little gauge on it, and then
Have you seen
the
the little?
the spike you're supposed to jam. I don't have time for that.
Yeah,
Have
but
you
gotta put
seen
batteries
the?
in
Have you
yours.
seen the
When the
thermometer for a
apocalypse
microwave?
comes-
Where it has a patch
What?
cord end, and it's a little meat spike, and there's a little
And you
there's
put
a
it
little
in the microwave?
You the little port on the inside of a lot of microwaves, and you plug it in, and then there's a thermometer on the control, and you can.
We have one of those for the oven,
I didn't know that was
but
a thing.
not
That-
for
that is
not
a
for
thing.
The microwave.
It
That's
looks
cool.
like you could plug it into a guitar amp, but it's probably very dangerous.
Actually, I wonder what that would do.
Kate says I have a candy thermometer and a meat thermometer, so I'm not the only weirdo here.
I don't.
I still don't use the meat thermometer.
I just
Old
censored
school.
myself because I was going to say
When it's
something
burnt,
that,
it's done.
that would sound very, very like Archie Bunker, but I don't think it's weird that you have a candy thermometer. I still think it's funny that Mike has a candy thermometer and thinks it's
just-
weird that I have a meat
I
thermometer.
didn't say it was weird. It's just I'm not
That's
that
it.
type
We're
of
fighting. We're
barbecue
fighting.
chef.
This is an open fight.
It says what happens.
Last week
Give
was
me a long
country
car
music.
ride.
This week is thermometers.
You know,
We're
I don't
gonna have-
appreciate what
that's
you
what it
said
is.
about
That-
thermometers,
You know what?
man.
We're gonna have a new topic every week, and we can be like wrestlers, and we can have like intro themes, and so for every intro theme, it'll
You reminded me. I wanted to go on the record. I do apologize for some of the things I said about country music
Oh,
last
come
week.
on.
I-
No,
let
I
me
didn't
finish.
mean
Let me finish, Dane.
that's
Let's not
fine.
argue about me trying to apologize. Because I do like country music, and there is a lot of great country music in Canada.
Oh, we're starting
being
this up
made.
again. Oy.
No, we're going back to candy thermometer in a second. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to put that on the record on this show because I put it on the gaming channel, and then I put it into our beating on Monday as well. So
all right. Either way, I'm still going to fight you on this candy thermometer.
But if it's wrong, again, I know this from my lovely wife because I've seen her with the chocolate and like hard candy stuff. It's like you need the candy thermometer because the temperature's wrong. Things just don't work.
They're gonna burn.
Versus with the meat thermometer, it's just like it may be undercooked or a little
You
overcooked.
die.
Oh, the
No,
candy
You-
dies.
You pass
Candy
you
dies.
pass somebody some 130-degree chicken, and they don't wake up tomorrow to eat your undercooked candy.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never owned a candy thermometer, so I thought you were just making this up for a bit. And I was
No,
like, oh no, that's
it's
a
real
thing.
thing. It's a thing.
You're like, he's just messing with Dane to talk about thermometers.
No.
And then I'm like, oh no, there is. There's another. I've seen those in the store. Yeah, I've never owned one. There's this fairy tale thermometer that you're talking about here.
Well, it's kind of candy action going around.
I want
around
to.
here.
I want to know. I want to know how much you have to pay, because I don't even know how much you pay for a meat thermometer. Like I really don't,
I wonder if they have a
because
like
I got gifted one.
like a thermometer. One end is for candy, and the other end's for meat. So if you do need to make like some hard crack candy and a steak at the same time,
Okay, but
You're
then
good.
I feel like parents,
There's like a
and
bend in it.
this is coming from somebody that's going to be a parent. I feel like we shouldn't have to re-buy things. So if I'm going to buy a thermometer, it should have an end for putting in my roast. It should have an end for putting in my candy jar. And it should have an end for putting in, my future baby's, I guess, like, what is it, ear or butthole?
I think they've got like a little radar gun thing for that now.
Seriously? But what if the
Yeah.
radar gun causes some kind of weird?
No, because it's just
just
measuring.
light.
It's just measuring heat.
Yeah.
'Cause I'd go to the vet, and I was like, they gotta take a temperature.
Okay, but then
They
why
just take it
don't
off
we
the wrist.
then? Hold on. Then why don't we have a radar gun for our candy and our meat?
I think it's a little bit different.
Like it's
because
got to
they
be in
just-
there with the meat,
Yeah.
You open the door, all the heat's gone.
Yeah.
Not going to get an
but
accurate
then
measurement.
But then why are we putting them in the ear?
It's got a good point. I'm be
I
honest.
don't know. I
If
don't
there's
know.
a
I
meat
can't answer
temperature gun, I'm sure like that's the $1 million idea for the day.
I just kind of like how you want a candy thermometer and the other end has a meat thermometer. That'd be an interesting thing because it implies there's some sort of connection between the temperature of the chocolate and the meat. Like
It could
has
be.
to come,
Maybe
it has
your
to come together to
chocolate dipped steak chunks.
some sort of
And
meat
yeah.
chocolate coefficient.
Yeah,
temperature.
and you got to know they're
I
both
didn't
right at
even
the same
think
time.
I wasn't even thinking about chocolate. I was thinking about hard candy.
All right, official source that's trusted. They are
They're
infrared.
infrared,
That's
yeah.
how it works. All right.
But wait,
I stopped
which
science in
one's
grade
infrared,
10.
Mom? Like which is infrared? The one that does the meat or one that does
No, the heat gun
ear?
thing. The heat gun thing, so you can check your temperature.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Then can they do that in an ear hole?
No, they use like either your forehead or your wrist, I think. For the infrared one.
I don't know. There's something about me that still thinks that sticking something in your ear would be a better, like that's closer to your brain.
I'm sure it would. Without going all conspiracy guy, I'm sure with like big group events in the near future, just like they've got metal detectors, they're gonna have like a heat sensor. And so like you're gonna walk through and it's gonna beep and you'll be like, you're too hot, you gotta go home.
I think my mom's talking about the
missed the
ones
concert.
that you point at somebody, like that you point to see if like,
Yeah.
somebody's got the corona.
Or just anything, a fever, temperature, anything.
They had those in Hong Kong in the airport like 7 years ago when I was there. You'd be walking along and there'd be an officer watching a screen, seeing if anyone was hot.
Too hot.
I'd want like a really cool belt for mine, and I'd want definitely double. I'd want double guns. But like I'd want like a belt for them, and I'd want little finger holes
For your
so that I
temperature
could-
guns?
Yeah, so that I could like
Come here,
Billy the Kid
kids.
it. Ja! Ship it up, ship it up. Hey-ya! Yeah. Get two people at once. Do the cross guns.
And you're like, wait a second, I got to do it again because I wasn't paying attention.
Hey,
I missed
you,
them both.
you. Yeah, I think that would be cool. If I got to point a gun at somebody, I'd want to be able to do it in a cool way. Yeah.
Maybe that's $1 million idea. It's just cooler looking temperature sensor guns.
Well, they have them for
Or
like
mod
tattoo.
one. Mod ones.
Modded
so it's,
ones, yeah.
So it's like the NES gun, but it's a temperature gun.
The
Or the
hand-
super scope. We were talking about that a while ago too.
Oh, the glove. The glove.
Power glove. It's like,
Oh my gosh,
just-
that would be amazing. Even just right back to just NES, the duck hunt gun, and just be able to point it directly at somebody's head. No, I'm sorry, sir. Your temperature is a little too. I feel like if somebody pointed a duck hunt gun at my head, I would get so jovial that yeah.
what I was asking, what
Yeah,
I just
Wes
walk
walked
into? We're
into
talking
finger
about
guns.
like heat sensor guns for taking people's temperature. Yeah. Real
But imagine
rock star
that
stuff.
they could
Yeah.
imagine that
Yeah,
they could put it
temperature
on
guns.
a ring, and it'd be like a decoder ring where it just. All right, sir.
I'm
just
sure
look into
it's-
the skull.
It's really disturbing, but you could have like a mood ring and then have like the sensor at the end and you just like put it under someone's tongue,
and
and then it would change color. Yeah. And then if there is any illness, and that's definitely, that's ground zero for transmission.
Yeah.
Not
I guess
very,
it's a
very
2
cost
point.
effective, but not a solution.
Definitely, that'll bring on a culling like no other.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. last time we listened to the boss's kid.
One, honestly, Wes, I will say that walking into a conversation with finger guns, that's always a dangerous thing, because you don't know where the finger guns originated, and you don't know if the humor that you're hearing is sarcastic or not.
Yeah, it's either the beginning or the end. Something good.
Are they? Yeah. Maybe I should just. Oh, okay. See you later, guys. Good. Or you get off of the stream before they realize that you're on.
Well, it's a holdup at that point.
Yeah. That's definitely more of a holdup than a stick up.
I thought I'd be entering the bank wearing a mask, holding a couple temperature guns, and everyone would be cool with it. So yeah, first fake record, we had all Cobras. I guess second fake record, temperature guns.
Temperature guns. Well, you got to have a really nice holster for the temperature guns too.
You know what? That would be a really good album title, Finger Gun Saloon.
Finger Gun Saloon.
Man, can you that's more dangerous than walking into a saloon. I picture like Three Amigos. Like I picture those guys, like that's the Finger Gun Saloon. We could be dressed as the Three Amigos. Oh man, next year Halloween. Hello. I'll even pay for the costumes. I need your guys' fitting sizes, but I call being Martin Short. Actually, no, I want to be Dusty Bottoms. I'm Dusty Bottoms. Called it. Stamped it. Touch blue, make it true.
Anyways, yes, there is a candy thermometer, Dane. And Brendan, there's a candy thermometer.
Bring this
to bring
back
it back
around.
That's kind of amazing. We just did 20 minutes on thermometers.
Netflix should give us a special.
Well, it's,
It would be special. It would definitely be special.
It's coming up on a year in this pandemic. Kind of running out of stuff to talk about, I guess.
I don't know. There's always stuff.
Everyone's just making candy at home.
When do you count it? I count it beginning of March. So I feel like the wheels started falling.
Yeah, I guess it's still. I don't know. I don't know what day it is hardly.
But we started preparing
honestly
in January.
Yeah, that is true. Like we knew about it earlier, but I definitely don't count it. And like when the kids came for March break and never went back, and I will say that there was so many parents posting that it was like a cruel joke. It's like you sent our kids back, but then you didn't let us send them back to you. But it made my life a heck of a lot more interesting, because my gosh, I try and think about how desolate it would have been with the kids not around. Just listening to somebody play video games is enough for me. That keeps me entertained.
That's what Twitch is for.
I listen to Connor playing his video games, and it's just stomping on the floor, jumping on the bed, and screaming like the funniest insults that I've ever heard. I like it.
That's right, because video games become a big slag fest when you're on, because it's all about having the headset.
And I will say he's good, because he'll give the other kids trouble for swearing, and I'll hear him censor himself. He censors himself like a 40-year-old new dad. Like he censors himself where like he'll be like, mother, oh you son of a. So none of his sentences actually connect. They just kind of like, he'll have a sentence and then he'll stop, and then he'll start a new sentence. And then somebody else will swear, and I'll hear him be like, hey, if you're going to keep with that talk, I'll kick you out of this party.
There's a lot of saucy talk on there.
Yeah.
People ask me why I don't play online. It's like, I don't want to lose my filter. So I come down pretty hard on people. I don't want to lose my filter on there.
Yeah, I feel like I would lose my filter real quick. I don't have road rage, but I have road I don't understand you. Like I don't scream at people while I'm driving like get out of my way. I do more of the like I'm driving, I'm like, did you see that? Yeah.
Real talk, because some people don't like when I talk about this, but like we're really close to just having self-driving cars, and the idea with Uber is like eventually Uber will just have a fleet of self-driving vehicles, and you'll just get into your car and you'll be able to look at your phone. And it's like a lot of people in vehicles aren't paying attention to what's around them, and I feel like some people when they get behind the wheel are like shocked what driving is actually like. It's like because they're not used to seeing a lot of these things and paying attention to it, and like the road rage comes out, and it's like we're probably one of the last generations to actually be able to experience and enjoy road rage.
Interesting.
That is definitely fair. That is a fair assumption. And I only once have screamed at a McD's worker, and it was on the phone.
It was probably a supervisor.
It's probably...
So like that's part of the gig.
It's
part of the job
probably a better thing that it was over the phone, because from the sound of the voice that came back, I would not have won that fight. I might have been served the next day as some kind of a junior chicken.
Dane, what is the opposite of burger rage? Because rage is like it's pretty far to the one side for like you're displeased.
Well, yeah, because it can't just be burger satisfaction.
So what would be the opposite of burger rage?
I would think burger euphoria.
So maybe
Burger
to
bliss.
put balance into the universe.
Burger
because
bliss.
That night was pretty bad. We're
Yeah.
pretty disappointed. It was a group thing. We channeled all our energy through you. You erupted.
Yeah, get him.
And the idea where maybe when we're really satisfied with how the order was put together, you should call back with the same amount of intensity, and instead of having burger rage, you can show that supervisor like the burger euphoria.
I haven't done that recently, but I have done that.
Like just lose it how
where I've
impressed you are.
turned around and walked back and like gone in and been like, this is the best. Like it could have been a McDouble, it could have been literally a French fry, but like walk back and be like, this is the best that I've ever had. Like I will dream about you tonight. And it's this little dude with like really tiny rimmed glasses. He's just like, I don't understand a word that you're saying, but like, thank you. I feel your love.
I feel like people that work at McDonald's are short on love from the general public.
Honestly,
It's
Mike,
probably
that
an
is a good
underthanked
point.
job.
Yeah.
That is a really good point, because I think that there's a lot of times that you do like that's just you go through a drive-through, you're not thinking like, okay, I got my order was exactly right. Everything's hot, everything's nicely salted. There's enough ketchup. The pickles aren't just stacked on top of each other.
No,
like
what
they're
is that?
placed.
What is
They're
that?
placed. Every bite had pickle in it. Like that's a go back and share some burger.
Yeah, so like,
burger
oh,
That shows they
leave a
care.
review online. You're like, no, I'm gonna call them. They need to know.
I honestly, I feel like that it needs to be, like you said, it needs to be the same level of passion. So I feel like that would warrant, because if that place was open and we weren't 20 minutes on the highway, like I would have not been the guy been like, no, let's not go back. I would have been like, yeah, turn around.
You would have made security camera.
Yeah. Like they would have shown me in their training videos being like, call the police. When you see this, call the police.
Just lock the drive-through window and call the police.
Yeah. But
It's all about the pickle.
yeah,
matrix.
so
It's
I
true.
do agree.
Should keep
I
that
think
in mind.
that is a thing to keep in mind. If you can't go back, obviously weather and COVID and stuff, it's not like you can go in places like you used to be able to. So, yeah. I will take that grain of salt, knowledge that you just dropped on us, and I will. After this stream, maybe I'll go to Wendy's and see what kind of burgers they feed me.
Extreme appreciation.
Maybe I'll just like I'm gonna go to random places just so that I can. I'm not actually gonna do that. You'll see me next time, and I'll have the baby bump. I'm just trying to take Mike's advice. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody.
Just trying to love everybody through burger.
Yeah, just burger love.
Anyways, yeah, there is a thermometer for candy, Dane.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. All right, so good. We had 2 topics tonight. That's a fine set of topics. And actually, it was just one because it was just thermometers. Well, if I had a milkshake, its number one purview would be bringing all of the burgers to the yard because they're like, it's better than yours. They could taste it, but I'd have to charge. But anyways, I think we should maybe say goodnight to people.
Yeah.
Thank you guys all for tuning in for this burger conversation, and I will suggest if you're buying a meat thermometer or a candy thermometer, maybe just opt for one with batteries, because though you might get stuck in the wilderness and not have batteries, and you need a meat thermometer that can be worked on kinetic energy, but otherwise you have a sharp utensil that you have to do this with, and you're going to stab something. It's just going to happen. I don't want to hear about any of our friends, family, fans stabbing themselves with any kind of thermometer, whether it be meat, ear, nose, throat, candy. But anyways, those watching, go find us on YouTube. Maybe make sure you like, subscribe, share. Find us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, other funny little one-syllable words that sound like nothing at all. But
yeah, make sure you subscribe on Flinch.
Yeah, Flinch. No, you know what? It's goading me into saying something bad because I'm going to say a word that I don't know what it is, and it's going to mean something completely different. So I'm going to stop right now, and I'm just going to say all of these platforms that you know and love, find us, share us, like us, but most of all, come say hey, get to know us so that we can talk about your funny stories and pretend that they were ours. I'm kidding. We'll give you all the credit, but thank you, B, Mike, for joining me and paying attention as I jibber-jabbed through the first half of the set.
It was a journey.
It was excellent performance.
Yeah, and we don't stop
singing.
believing. But anyways, thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday for your Wednesday night groove. Oh, my gosh.
I always go the same way.
I feel like we maybe...
So I usually have to control the mouse with the right hand, and then I do that. That's how, I
never
remember.
do it the right way. But either way.
All right.
Thank you.
Just waiting for the curtain. There it is.
There it is.
I was looking for the curtain.
Thought Brendan was trying to
took
go
me
for
a
the
long time
countdown.
to find.
I was thinking.
I was
looking
looking at the
Gotta
countdown.
count down,
I was like, I feel like it keeps moving the countdown up on the page.